Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alexis Jones. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. So we're just gonna jump straight into it because I'm super excited about today's video, especially because I know a lot of you guys can relate. So as you guys read by the title, for today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys my routine for dry skin. My skin is so dry, it's ridiculous. So I'm gonna show you guys all the products that I use and basically how I do my makeup for the weather when my skin is feeling a little bit more dry. If you guys don't know, I don't even think I've mentioned this on my channel before, but I do or did suffer from really bad eczema when I was a child. So my skin is already just dry just because I had eczema growing up as a kid, but I don't have it anymore. Sometimes I get small cases like right around my nose, but I haven't had it in a while. So I'm really good with knowing how to work with my skin because it's really dry. So for starters, this isn't even just for my face, this is for my entire body, but I've been using it on my face recently because I realized that it's the only thing that works. I've been using my Nivea Essential Enriched 48-Hour Nourishing Moisture. This is for dry to very dry skin. This has saved my skin so much. You have to make sure you're grabbing the one with the blue top. That is the only one. It needs to be for dry to very dry skin, which is what I have. I have extremely dry skin. So this is basically what I've been using. I literally just pumped out way too much. I forgot this was for my face. But so I just put a little bit on my hands and I'm just gonna use this to moisturize my face. It has literally been the only thing that has worked. I had to abandon all my moisturizers because none of them are working for my skin right now. This is the only thing that works. So definitely check this out if you haven't tried it. It's really good and you can get it I think at Target or Walmart for like $6. It just makes my skin feel so amazing. Like, oh, it just feels so bomb. For my lips are really dry right now. That's why I'm mentioning it. But I like to use the, this is the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask. It's gluten-free, love it. It's super duper thick. So I just like to apply this to my lips because it's like a mask. It's a lip mask, actually. So yeah, I just apply that to my lips. But this product is so bomb as well. For primer, I have a few different primers that I love to use. I either use the Too Faced Hangover Primer, I use the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, or I use the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer right now just because this primer, it's just been so good for my skin. I love the fact that it's like extra hydrating and moisturizing on my skin. So this is basically what I've been going to, but if I don't have this one on hand, I'll use any of the other ones that I named. But if I had to choose between the three, this would be the one that I would choose. So I just love this product. I honestly use this when I'm wearing makeup, when I'm not wearing makeup. It's just such a good product and it really works very well with my skin. So I love to use this product in multiple different ways. So if you have a dry skin, I think this product would be really good for you. On top of that, you guys already know I'm gonna go in with my Far Solid Skin Tune Blur. Now, this isn't really a product for oily skin or for dry skin. I feel like anybody can use this product. I'm literally almost out of it, so I'm like, ow, dang, it hurt. I'm just like scraping it. But I feel like anybody can use this product. It doesn't have to be for dry skin or oily skin. This is just a step that I like to do because it helps hide my pores and makes my skin look smooth and gets rid of any texture or anything that might be going on with my skin. So that's why I like to use this product. It has nothing to do with oily or dry skin, but it is still a great product. Moving right along to foundation, I have a few different foundations that I love. I love the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I also love the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear foundation, the Sheer Glow foundation by NARS, and I also love the Givenchy foundation. So for today's video, I wanted to switch it up a little bit. You guys have seen me use all of these products a million times except for one. I haven't really used it much on my channel, but it is something that I use a lot off camera. It is the Givenchy Tint Couture Eyewear, the 24-hour satin finish, full coverage and comfort foundation with SPF 20. So this is the one I'm going to be using. I am in the shade P300. So I just put about 3 pumps of that foundation on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to just go and apply it. I feel like 3 pumps will be the perfect amount. And I don't really like to put a lot of product on my forehead, but ever since I shaved my face, if you guys have seen that video, then you know that I've been putting product on my forehead since I shaved my face, and I feel like it has been doing so good. I think I wasn't liking putting like foundation and stuff on my forehead, maybe because my forehead had a lot of hair on it and it just wasn't laying right because of all the product on my forehead. But now, sis, I be putting all kind of stuff on my forehead. But I'm just going in with my Juno and Co sponge, and as you can see, I love this foundation because of the simple fact that it is full coverage and it's like a satin finish, but it still makes your skin look very glowy, very dewy. And that's something that I'm here for. Like, I love a glowy foundation. I love a dewy face. Like, I love like a fresh looking face, and this foundation definitely gives that to me. I mean, it is a little bit more on the pricey side, but in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. If you can find a foundation, or if you want to pay for any foundation that's a little bit more on the pricey side and kind of splurge, I would definitely recommend trying this foundation. It's so good and it's so comfortable to wear. So if you look at this foundation, I always like to put some on my ears just because I don't like to even feel like my foundation is like two different colors, but this foundation is so bomb. Like, my skin looks flawless. I could just go outside like this, like put a little bit of setting powder in the areas that I get the most oily and just call it a day, because this foundation really matches my skin perfectly. I mean, I feel like they can expand on the shades a little bit better, but for the most part, it works for me and I really, really like it. So yeah, I definitely recommend trying it just because I'm just obsessed. Like, my skin just looks flawless. It looks amazing. Another thing I love about this foundation is that I can put it on my forehead. A lot of the times with my foundation, when I put it on my forehead, it instantly either turns gray or is way too light, because African American women tend to suffer a lot of discoloration around the forehead and around the mouth area. So that happens to me on my forehead, but with this foundation, it actually balances out very well. I think it might have something to do with the undertone of this foundation, but it definitely balances out well, and it makes me a little bit more comfortable to put foundation on my forehead without my forehead looking gray. So moving on to concealers now. For concealers, my concealer has not changed. I use the exact same concealers for the dry weather, for the summer weather, for any weather, because the combination has not failed me. But I love using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Scope Concealer in the shade Tan, and I like to mix it with my NARS concealer. This is in the shade Custard. I love this one on its own, but this one on its own for me in the dry seasons is way too mattifying. So I like to mix them, because mixing these together, this hydrating formula along with this mattifying formula, it just goes perfectly together. So I'm gonna be applying both of these to the face, to the parts of my face that I want to highlight. You guys already know I love to let my concealer sit, so I'm gonna let my concealer sit for a few minutes. While I do that, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. 92% of the people that watch my videos do not subscribe, and I'm really trying to, you know, do better at reminding you guys to subscribe to my channel. So if you are part of that 92%, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It is free, does not cost you anything. I just want to see you come back. Alrighty, you guys, so my concealer has been sitting for a little bit, but I wanted to show you guys something that I've been doing that's different. So before I blend out my concealer, I like to get my powder ready, because I do tend to naturally crease under my eyes. If you guys notice, before I put makeup on, I already have creases. My eyes are just naturally prone to creases, so there's nothing I can do about it. So I like to get my powder ready beforehand. I like to use the Airspun Loose Face Powder in the shade Naturally Neutral. So this is the shade I like to do, but I just like to get my powder ready first, so that way I'm already prepped and ready. As soon as I'm done blending it out, girl, I can just set it with the powder and just go on about my day. To blend it out, you guys seen that for my foundation, I used my Juno & Co sponge, but for my concealer, I like to use something that's a little bit more pointy, and this is the Beauty Blender. This is the black one. I love using this to blend out my concealer, especially under my eyes, because I feel like it gets right under my eyes. It's perfect. Like, it gets right in those little hard spots. So that's what I'm going to be using. You see how it just blends out flawless, and it stayed right here in this area. It wasn't too much concealer. I didn't have to tap off my sponge to get rid of any other extra product. It literally was just perfect, and it just blended out perfectly. And I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and just kind of blend in those edges, diffuse those edges together. That way it doesn't just look like super light and then, you know, regular foundation. Y'all, I'm just sitting here blending out my my powder, but I just took my Juno & Co sponge with my Airspun translucent powder, and I'm just using that to set my face basically. I love this powder because I feel like it's so lightweight. I am obsessed. Like, I just feel like it's so lightweight, but it gets the job done. And I'm not sure if it's the powder or if it's just the way that I prepped my skin, but I love the fact that this powder does not dry my skin out. Like, I could sit here and load this powder onto my face for hours. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. And my skin won't feel dry. It won't even feel stiff or anything. Like right now my skin feels like it's still wet. So that's why I like using this powder. It's so bomb. It's never let me down for my dry skin. Whatever's left over on my sponge, I'm gonna take right here into the center of my forehead and on top of my nose as well. I don't really like to put a lot of powder on those places because I feel like it can quickly and easily start to look cakey. So I don't put a lot of product on my forehead or on my nose. And then I just go over my brows just to get rid of any shine because I am getting ready to do my brows. Before I do my brows, I'm gonna go in with my Sephora Micro Smooth powder. This is just gonna set the rest of my face but also bring some color back to my skin because, baby girl, we are looking mighty bright. You see how I just automatically just brought color back to my face? Like, I love this stuff. I literally, you guys see that? I'm hitting pan. I need to go get another one. I don't think I've ever hit pan on a freaking powder before. But I use this every single time I do my makeup. Like, if I don't use this, my makeup be trash. Once again, my skin does not feel dry. It does not feel cakey. It does not feel anything. And that is definitely because of the way that I prep my skin underneath my foundation. So I feel like prepping your skin underneath your foundation is going to be the #1 thing that you need to do in order to have a dewy look when you have dry skin. You need to definitely prep it well because applying powders and stuff is just going to make your skin more dry if you haven't prepped it properly. So I'm going to speed along and do my brows. There's nothing to see here. I'm going in with the Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 4.5. I'm going to do my brows off camera and then I'm going to come back. There's plenty of tutorials out there on doing brows. I don't do nothing special. So I'm going to do my brows and then I'll come right back. So I wasn't going to come on here and show you guys my eyeshadow because it doesn't really pertain to the video, but I figured I'd show you guys anyway. I'm literally just taking Ginger and the Jackie Aina palette and then I'm going to take Supreme and kind of blend it out and that's all I'm going to do. Okay, so I already put the lash glue on my lashes. So while my lashes are drying, I'm going to move on to warming up the face. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in a medium to tan. Guys, I love this palette, but I cannot find it anywhere in store. Like, I've been to almost every Ulta, I've been to almost every freaking Sephora, and I cannot find this palette in store. They only have the light to medium one, and I'm just really confused by that. So if you've seen it at Sephora or Ulta, let me know. But I've been having this palette, this specific one, I think since I started my YouTube career. I haven't purchased another one of these at all. Like, I have never bought another one. As you guys can see, I'm already like done with my favorite one. But yeah, this palette is so fire. Like, if you ever get the chance to check it out and we have like the same skin complexion, check it out. Or even the light to medium one is good as well. But this is like one of my favorite palettes. Does anybody else love like a really, really, really like bronzed forehead? Because baby, I cannot get enough. Like, I need to be extra bronzy. This product is so bomb. And again, guys, I'm adding more and more powder to my face, but it does not feel like I'm adding anything. My face does not feel dry or cakey or anything like that. And like I said, once again, it has to do with how you prep your foundation and how you prep under your foundation. So yeah. If you guys are wondering why I take my brush over my lips, it's because when I take the brush over my lips with the contour and bronzer that I used, it basically shapes my lip for me and it basically creates the overline that I'm gonna draw later anyway. So that's why I like to do this step. For blush, I'm going in with this is the NARS Orgasm blush. I haven't used this blush in so long, but it's such a good blush. Ugh, I'm obsessed. I love this like shine in like the gold. It's just bomb. I can't believe I used to not like blush. So before I go ahead and apply my highlighter, I'm gonna set my face just a little bit, a very light set. This is the NYX Professional Bear With Me Prime Set Refresh Spray. Moving right along to highlight, my favorite step in any makeup routine. I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs highlighter. This is in the shade Guilty, the Omega Glaze in the shade Guilty. I purchased this on their website. It is no longer sold in stores. I think they are getting rid of it. I'm not sure, but it was on sale for $29 for this huge pan. So I went ahead and grabbed it. But yeah, I'm so happy that I did grab it because I love it. I kept hearing Aaliyah's face talk about this product, and sis, I'm happy I got it, okay? Now for the final step that I love doing, and I'm so excited because I've been using 2 new products. I picked up the KKW Beauty Cream Lipstick in the shade Nude 4. And I also picked up the KKW Lip Liner in the shade Nude 2. And this combination with this formula, okay, is so bomb. Like, so bomb. I could honestly just leave it just like this because this is so freaking cute, but I'm gonna go in with the lipstick, and I love the formula, but I'm so like fragile because I feel like I have to be careful to make sure it doesn't like break on me, but I love it. I'm obsessed. This is literally like my perfect nude. Like, if I would, for me, when I say nude, this is what I mean. Alrighty, you guys, well, that is gonna complete this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Comment down below and let me know if you have dry skin like myself, and what's a good moisturizer that you like to use, because I'm trying to try any and everything I can because my skin is so dry. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. 92% of the people that watch my videos do not subscribe, so I have to remind you guys to make sure that you guys do not forget to subscribe before you leave or while you're watching my video. But thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Oh, and I know somebody's gonna ask about my ponytail. I have done a tutorial on this ponytail millions and millions of times, but if you guys want me to do another one, let me know. I actually used some different hair. I was in the beauty supply and I seen that Bobbi Boss had bundles, and it was the curly 18-inch, it was the wavy, no, it's the body wave 18-inch by Bobbi Boss. If you guys want me to do a tutorial on that to show you guys the hair and do an updated video, let me know. I can definitely do that for you guys. But yeah, bye guys, I'm done talking. I'll see you guys in my next video.